Hi there, let's paint. So the colours I'm using today are cerulean blue, ultramarine blue, yellow, orange, um, raw umber, burnt umber, and black, white and cream. So you'll see I've painted the sky in, on the right hand side I've used raw umber and burnt umber and raw sienna. And on the left hand side, I've done several shades of blue using ultramarine mixed with a little tad of black and some cream. And then as I've come towards the horizon, I've used a very pale, creamy yellow. I mixed this with a little bit of yellow ochre and a lot of white. And now I'm working on the distant cliff tops, and I'm just using some dark blue, again made from ultramarine, black and cream. I always use my fingers to blend paint. I put the paint on with a brush and then I use my fingers most of the time. I use the other end of the brush to make random marks in the paint. And here I use my palette knife to put some white surf in the far distance. Don't be afraid of the paint, it doesn't bite. And this way, if you use your fingers and the end of your brush, you get a nice, soft, loose painting. So you'll see that I've put some dark colours in the foreground. I'm going to use that base for my lighter sandy colours to suggest a beach and allow some of that dark to show through. I've used black, burnt umber, raw sienna, and I've made some marks into it with my the other end of the brush. So now I'm going to work on that area of the sky that's yellow, and I'm going to change it to a more creamy yellow. It's a little bit too strong for me. I like it more subtle. I want a nice creamy yellow. So I'm adding a cream over the top, but a very, very thin layer of cream. And so the sky is coming along quite nicely. I like the different, you notice the different colours in the sky. It's not all one colour, it's not just blue. It's got some browns in it and some sort of rusty colour, the yellow, and even a very hint of green in that sky. So I'm just adding some highlights to the clouds. So that means really just adding some cream to the edges of the clouds and bringing it down. When I paint cliffs, I like to bring the clouds down over the top of the cliffs, and it gives a lovely look of mist, and that all adds to the, the charm and the ambience really of the painting. And so I decided to lighten the colour of the sea and mix a beautiful cerulean blue with some just a little touch of black and some cream to get that beautiful blue-grey colour. And I think it just lifts the painting a little bit more than the dark sea. Dark sea is beautiful midnight blue, but sometimes I like to just lift it a little bit. I also add some of that blue-grey into the left-hand side of the painting. And you will notice that I put in some birds. And I decided to change the clouds after I put in the birds. So I'll show you how to put those birds in a little while. And so I decided the sky wasn't quite what I wanted, not really up to my standard. It needed to be just a little bit more dramatic. So I'm just putting in an extra layer of cloud, and I'm using a very, very pale blue, the cerulean blue, the grey blue that I use, but very pale. And I'm edging it with some cream, just highlighting the edges. Now I'm going over these birds that I put in earlier because I realised that I wanted to change the sky and the sea. So put in the birds, but I'll show you how to do that, or at least I do it. You can put them in however you like, but I'll just show you how I do. So I'm putting in some seagulls into the clouds, and I use my fingernail. I don't use brush. I use my fingernail to do this. And I have a small palette knife that I have some black and some cream or white on the palette knife. And I dip my finger into the black, and I put in some black with my fingernail. And then I go over that with some cream or white. And then I vary it. I might put the white in first, and then put some black over the top of it. And I'll try and show you a close-up of that if I can. I hope you've enjoyed the video and that you've gained some tips to use in your own paintings. The channel can be supported via super thanks, or just simply liking, sharing and subscribing. And with that, I'll say bye for now, and as always, love from Cornwall.